Hello friends and fellow gamers, MKxJUMP here, and today we're going to be checking out this week's event for Idle Heroes. We have what returns to be a Reverie gift box event, and Profit Orbs as well as Fantasy Factory. So should you be going after this week's event, and what different rewards are available to you? Well, we're going to be talking about all of that today. But before we go and check out this week's event, today's video has a sponsor. Angel Legion is a sci-fi idle RPG similar to Idle Heroes but set in space. You put together a team of angels combining their abilities into epic combos to explore the galaxy, defeat powerful foes, and when all that fighting is over, you can hang out with your heroes in the cabin to relax and unwind. The heroes in this game are fully customizable, and you can dress and change the way they look to your heart's content, and there's lots of different heroes in the game for you to experiment with to find which team you like the most for making progress. Limited to this week, Google Play users can get themselves some exclusive fashion items normally only available for users on PC. And as well, you can get 10 free summons. All you need to do is go across to your account settings, hit the redeem code button, and type the code GWKO4189. That code will get you 10 free summons and an exclusive fashion item. This item can be obtained in your hero menu, and you can equip it to customize any hero that you like. So if you guys want to help my channel, go ahead and give Angel Legion a download. It's completely free, and if you're a Google Play user, redeem that code to get something nice for your account. Anyway, let's go check out this week's event for Idle Heroes. So, this week is a Profit Orb and Fantasy Factory event. So every day for logging in, we're going to get ourselves 5 sweet lollipops and a Profit Orb. So make sure you go ahead and claim those rewards for your account, as they will be crucial to making progress this week. Now, if we look at the cool events, there are several things available to us, starting off with the value packages. This is giving you your usual 10,000 gems, Profit Orbs, and sweet lollipops, and the regular treasure coupons that are becoming more and more common for value packages have been added as well. So it's great to see that this is a trend DH Games are following. And if we go to the Lollipop Factory package itself, this doesn't contain treasure coupons, but it does give you 2,500 Prism Starry Gems. So if you are hoping to buy an A-tier hero or just get some Starry Gems ready on your account for a big gala coming up, then you can go ahead and buy these. We also have another package available as well, which I'll talk about later on, and it does come with one big trap. So stay tuned, as I want to warn you guys about that package in case you were thinking about buying it. But anyway, let's keep with this package. This is giving you Profit Orbs, 35 sweet lollipops, and 40 cores of transcendence. As well, you're getting the Lollipop privilege, which allows you to smash in the Fantasy Factory, as well as giving you double rewards, and the Spring privilege, which seems to be a copy from what we saw the other month. Now, when it comes to value, this is pretty good. Getting 40 cores of transcendence and the Spring privilege makes a lot of sense, because if we look down at the Spring Garden Party, you can see we're getting rewarded for using Profit Orbs. And with all of this, we're getting an extra 26 cores of transcendence, which is fantastic, and you're getting hundreds of thousands of stellar and crystals of transcendence as well, along with a good amount of essence sublimation, which is coming in various amounts, which comes to around 60,000 in total. So not quite enough for a full double upgrade, but still a good amount of sublimation. And more importantly, you're getting 10 Reverie keys, which can be used in the Reverie gift box, which we'll talk about in a second. But before we talk about the Reverie gift box, let's go back to the Spring Garden Party real quick, because this is where you are getting the main value from the $100 package. So if I was buying this package, I would definitely want to be able to get the maximum rewards from the Spring Garden Party. But to do that, you need to do 640 Profit Orbs, which can be quite difficult for some people. Now, if like me, you have hundreds of Profit Orbs and 640 is not going to be a problem, then sure, that $100 package does seem very attractive. But if you don't have that many Profit Orbs, in my personal opinion, I would not go buying this pack, just because you won't be able to get the maximum value out of it by not being able to do the Spring Garden Party. But if you've got the Profit Orbs, be my guest, assuming you normally like to spend money. On top of that, spending money is going to get you bonuses for the Reverie gift box. Not just the stuff from the Spring Garden Party, but also for every 10 bucks you spend, you will get a Reverie key. And you can do that 30 times. So that means you can spend up to $300 this week and get 30 keys, as well the additional 10 coming from the Spring Garden Party. So that is a total of 40. Now, the way that the Reverie gift box works is very simple. You go ahead and open up and you have a 70% chance to get one of these rewards up here, and there's a 25% chance to get these rewards, which are basically the same but 3 times as good, or there's a 5% chance to get yourself 10 times the original bonus rewards, which is fantastic. Look at that. 2,500 Prism Starry Gems, 1.25 million Stellar Shards. There's even artifact chests, Origin artifact chests as well, Destiny materials. It's all here, and it's very, very exciting. So a lot of people really like this because there is a chance that you can high roll, but again, there's a chance that you can low roll as well and not get as lucky. But I do think if you are able to max out the Prophet Orb event and spend 100 bucks, being able to open 20 Reverie keys in here can seem very attractive. And for those of you wanting to spend more, go ahead. But do remember, we've got some big events coming up like anniversaries, so maybe don't spend all of your cash. One other cool feature about this is if you get the same reward multiple times, you can actually remove it from the rewards. So let's say I got Glorious Relics twice over here. I could remove them from all reward tiers, so there's no chance that I actually get them as my 10 times bonus. That's really, really nice if stuff is showing up that you don't want to grab. So let's say you remove Glorious Relics and Spiritual Essence from the rewards here, you significantly increase the chances that you do get something good. So I imagine the more you choose to spend here, the more you can focus your resources, so people will be pretty made up with the fact that you can now get 30 keys. The first time this came out, it was only letting you get 10. Last time, it let you get 20, plus the additional 10 from the Spring Garden Party, and now we can get 30, plus 10 more from the Spring Garden Party for a total of 40. Does that mean that next time this comes around, they're going to let us get 50? I have no clue, but DH Games seem to be upping and upping and upping this box, mainly as what I imagine is a test for whales to see just how much they're willing to spend on this. But spenders do seem to really like this and respond well to it, so I guess DH Games will just keep giving us more chances to pick up great rewards from something like this. Now for the bread and butter of this week's event, we have Prophet Summon prizes, and this is pretty simple. Every time you use a Prophet Orb, you'll get yourself a point, and every time you get to different point tiers, you'll get rewards. The main rewards here are for 50 points, you can get Soul Symbols, for 60 you get Jara and a Core of Transcendence, and for 80 you're getting a copy of Betty. So not bad if you were planning on completing the Spring Garden Party. As well, we have Heroic Miracle, which is going to reward you for getting 3 5-stars in the Light faction and the Dark faction, and then 5 5-stars in the Forest, Abyss, Fortress, and Shadow factions. You are able to pick up armor, heroic summon scrolls, prophet orbs, and additional lollipops, which can then be used in the fantasy factory. So make sure you max this. This should be completely easy for free-to-play players. Anyone should be able to do this. And if you do it all, you get yourself a copy of Gaggy. Not the best reward we've seen in here, but a 5-star hero is a 5-star hero. And once you manage to get all those sweet lollipops, including the ones you get for logging in daily, you can go into the fantasy factory itself, and you can use these to put these 4 hex shapes down and clear this as efficiently as possible. And the better you do this, the more rewards you get. So for example, I could put this vertical piece here, because then it allows me to go and put this piece down there. And my advice would be to move from the edges inwards to make sure you can clear this as effectively as possible. For every hex you clear, you'll get yourself some honey stars, or double if you bought the $100 pack, and finally you get an additional 20 for clearing an entire section. You can then spend those honey stars in the exchange store for different rewards. Gold and Spirit are pretty good to pick up here. I like to get this box, which contains Celestial Island materials, and whenever you can, you'll want to pick up Aurora stars, because these are basically like honey stars, but can be used in future events. So when a big event finally comes along that rewards us for using our honey stars and gives us things like sublimation, destiny materials, or spiritual essence, you can then cash in all these Aurora stars and use them to get tons of rewards without having to spend any money. That's a great trick for free-to-play players. All we need to do is wait for DH Games to finally give us a really good honey stars and prophet orb event. That means then with hoarding your Aurora stars, you should also be hoarding your prophet orbs, because you will want to use these in a big event like that, and you'll definitely need like 640 of them if an event like that comes along. But of course, if you're a spender, you can just use your prophet orbs now if you have enough to max out the Spring Garden Party. Free-to-play players, though, will definitely want to save. And the final part about this week's event is the Splendid Awakening card, and this is something we've never seen before. If you spend 10 bucks, you will get a free Awaken every single day for 30 days. And that might be tempting to buy right now, but that's probably not a good idea. If you look at this week's event, there are no rewards for Awakening Heroes. So if I was you, I would buy this at the very last day of the event on Thursday, because from the moment you buy this, you start getting those Awakens. So what that will do is allow you to have Awakens going into the next 4 events after this week, meaning if any of those events require Awakens, you have a daily Awaken to help you out. Therefore, Therefore, it's much better to wait until the end of the event, because that's going to give you 7 extra days into a potential other event that could reward you for Awakening. So don't buy this today. Wait until Thursday. And it's funny I mention events that reward you for Awakening, as DH Games are advertising a Soul Awakening Gala for next week's event. That is pretty great. Hopefully it's tied with a Soul Awakening session, but we're not sure. But I guess going to 300 points should get us some nice rewards. Maybe there'll be a B or B- stone thrown in there. There's probably going to be some Stellar Shards, and more importantly, if you can get to 300 points, you'll get yourself a Sublimation chest or a Core of Origin chest. So hopefully DH Games have a good Soul Awakening Gala ready for us, but if not, we can always save our contract story gems for another one, as these typically tend to happen every month or two, so it shouldn't be hard waiting for another one. So it shouldn't be too bad if this one isn't very good. But if you want to find out if next week's Soul Awakening Gala event is any good, hit that subscribe button, as I do review these events every single Friday. And on top of that, we're going to be getting the Sky Labyrinth, Mysterious Chest, and Wishing Fountain event, and Tix is being given as a reward in the Wishing Fountain. Maybe DH Games are also feeling generous and giving us another crazy Wishing Fountain event as well. Who knows, we'll just have to wait and see. So subscribe to catch my review for that event. Either way, that's everything for this week. Let me know if you've got enough Prophet Orbs to get value out of the Lollipop Factory package, and let me know if you do plan on buying it if that's the case. And if any of you do manage to high roll in the Reverie gift box, I'd love to hear how lucky you guys managed to get in the comments section down below. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and do check out Angel Legion if you want to try a new gacha game. It's completely free on all app providers, and you can get some cool codes down below, as well as a link to go download the game. Anyway guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and have an amazing week. But until next time, happy idling.